Star Renegades has a great combat system, with a variety of characters to spice up your runs. The game is turn-based, and at the beginning of every round, you can see all of your enemies' actions laid out on a timeline. Different attacks have different speeds that will determine when everyone carries out their moves. However, the game rewards you for attacking before your enemies. If you manage to hit your opponent before they do their action, you'll crit them, which on top of extra damage can come with other bonuses like stuns or armor breaks depending on what attack you used. On top of that, you can push their action further down the timeline, which then gives another one of your characters an opportunity to crit them as well, and possibly even push them further down the timeline. Enemies build up a resistance to being pushed at some point, but if you manage to use the right attacks to push them far enough before that happens, you'll break them, which means their turn will be skipped until next round. This allows for such fun and strategic play. Attacks can be devastating in this game, especially from bosses or larger groups, so pushing enemies down the timeline can save your characters one round while you quickly regen your shields or prepare a strong attack for the next round. There are a ton of status effects, weaknesses, and strengths that different enemies can come with, and you can see it all when you inspect them. In between combat, you're plopped into an overworld with randomly generated encounters. You can only visit a handful of said encounters per day, so you need to plan your route efficiently. Some tiles might have loot, while others may have a strong mini-boss. Killing enemies rewards you with DNA that you can upgrade your characters with. They get basic stat increases while allowing them to equip higher end gear, and they'll even earn new moves or cards to use during camps. Setting up a camp is what you do once you've depleted your moves for the day. Your characters sit around the fire and prepare for the next day. Here you can use character cards on their companions. This can sometimes heal them or give them buffs for the next battle. On top of that, it'll increase the relationship points between the two characters. As that happens, they'll earn permanent buffs, gain a combined attack, or even unlock a new progeny character for you to use. Once you're done with the camp segment, you play out 2 more days before you have to fight the big bad boss for that specific planet. Bosses come with randomized traits, including things like weaknesses to specific attacks, or becoming enraged if you break their armor, for example. After you've completed a planet, you'll have a brief respite where you can use earned credits to purchase equipment from a store, and you get to recruit new characters to your squad. And that's the basic rhythm of the game. Although there isn't a huge focus on story, it is present, and characters chatter all the time. Most of it is jokey and got a chuckle out of me, while sometimes they sprinkle a little bit of lore. The main premise is that the bad guys are going from dimension to dimension, wiping out everyone. If you succeed or fail a run, your next run will take place in the next dimension in the crosshairs of the evil Imperium. As for the aesthetic, it speaks for itself, but it truly is gorgeous. The pixel art is awesome, but the lighting is really what seals the deal. It makes everything pop out and just looks stunning. The sound adds oomph too, with satisfying attacks sounding explosive. Finally, the music is incredibly catchy and helps accompany the atmosphere. Overall, I love the game. My only real issue is that the UI can be a pain sometimes. Seeing enemy effects isn't as easy as it should be, being hidden behind 2 button presses, but that stops being a problem after you've learned the symbols more or less. Still, the rest of the game is very well crafted. The gameplay is satisfying and discovering a new character is always exciting. I highly recommend it. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you want to pick up the game for yourself and support my channel at the same time, there's a referral link in the description where you can buy the game from Humble Bundle. You'll still get a Steam key, and I get a bit of kickback. If you found the video useful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you next time.